Okay, so we're at looking at the CMHC website here. Vacancy rates, Vancouver, about 4%, and highest level in more than 30 years. Here it says prices down 8% for rent. And that's consistent, I think, with what we're seeing out here as well in the Tri-Cities where a lot of our business is.
And the thing is, what's talked about or in the media so much is the sales market. And so, but landlords, if they haven't had turnover for a while or if they're a new investor, are still kind of expecting the rents that they got a few years ago, and catches them by surprise. So that 8%, that must be annually, like when we run our own numbers. It's not as easy to find the stats as it is in the sales market, but they would be down a good 12, 13, 14% over the last kind of 2.5 years. So those people that are renting for $3,000 and now when it's $2,500, it kind of comes to a shock, especially when a lot of their costs have gone up, whether it's the interest rates or strata fees or insurance and whatnot.
Yeah, now and we're actually seeing now. This is the first. We've been doing this for a while. This is the first year we've seen where tenants are now coming to us and renegotiating.
Right. So
we don't mind staying here, but you got to drop the rent $200 or $300 a month or whatever.
Exactly. So normally we've been used to whether it's annually doing rent increases, and now that's what they're doing. They're coming to us asking for exactly that. Well, and they're right in a way where if they were paying $3,000 and now the market rent for that property is $2,600 or whatever.
And I don't know, like with the sales market, it's like I don't see the market turning and picking up dramatically for sure anytime soon. There's just lots of inventory. And the interest rates are, I think we've leveled out. Maybe they go up a little bit, maybe they go down a bit. It's not going to affect people's borrowing power, that's for sure. And the rental market, I think, is the same thing. You've got a ton of purpose-built rentals coming to market. Still pre-sales completing that were by investors. So there's just going to keep getting more and more rental inventory coming to market as well.
Some more rental inventory. The only kind of positive note for an investor, if they're looking at getting into the market, both sides with the overall value, the prices are down. But also from a return, even though the rents have come down, the prices have come down probably more than what they would than what the rents would come down. So if they're getting $400 or $500 less, say that's $100,000 in mortgage payments, then that property that they're buying would have come down at least $100,000 or more. So the numbers almost, even though the rents are down, prices are down, the numbers for investment almost are a little bit better than they were.
Yeah, right.
For a return rate.
Yeah. It's interesting because we see some of the inquiries we get are for furnished rentals, basement suites. Those seem to be the two that the property managers are apprehensive to take on.
The furnished rentals in the suburbs, there's more of a demand for them downtown. But I guess with them being in the suburbs, partly...
It's just the tenant pool's so much smaller.
The tenant pool's smaller. Usually people have their own furniture, and then it gets into the furniture that landlord might own, whether that's fully furnished or that tenant wanting all of it or wanting additional stuff. And from the property management side, both looking after the property and kind of the furniture and the inventory with that as well. Basement suites, they're stickier. The owners are stickier with the price, more sensitive with what those are renting for. They're also
who they want in it.
and who they
They're
want
gonna
in
be
it.
very specific on who they
Fee
want.
wise, because say a basement suite, rents for 1,800 compared to a house that's renting for $5,000. They're more sensitive with the fees that the property managers charge. So even if it's our minimum fee, it's the same job almost with renting out a basement suite. So they're also sensitive to the fee and what they're getting for rent.
Right.